Hey guys, so with the original Paradox bunker getting 500,000 views, so many of you requested an updated version after the bunker patch, so here it is, my all new Paradox Bunker 3. This design follows the exact layout as the original bunker, and it has plenty more surprises in store for any offline raiders. With two separate 2x1 drop-down bunkers, this base is nearly impossible to offline raid for under 45 rockets. The build cost of metal and stone is very similar to the original, yet I managed to cut the HQM price in half, and that's because this base uses floor stacking. But don't let that scare you off, because the floor stacking method I use in this base is super easy, even a new player can do it. It's also well worth it because these bunkers are super strong and very simple. I designed this base originally for a trio, but I'd say you can comfortably fit up to 5 players in here. And it's also super easy to expand upwards, so if your group gets bigger, you don't have to worry about moving to a new base. Next, I'll give you a tour of both our bunkers, so let's go ahead and spawn the first one in any of our 3 bags. And to open up the bunker, simply break the twig roof. Also in this bunker, we have our 7 large boxes and full electricity system. The auto turret garage door circuit you see here is super easy to build, and if you're looking to set that up, I have a tutorial on YouTube Shorts that'll be in the top of the description. Now spawning in our second bunker, we have our tier 3 workbench, 5 large boxes, and of course the TC, the upkeep of which is on your screen now. And lastly, sealing the bunker is as easy as it looks. All you have to do is place in this twig floor, followed by a triangle piece like this, and upgrade it. Now we can get into this base's super easy floor stack method. The base will build out to the right of this square, so make sure it's flat. Place in the following 2 square foundations with a ramp on the back one. Like I said, give yourself some room here, as this is what our base will end up looking like. Now on the right side of the ramp, we're going to look for the following line about halfway up. You can find it by looking for the bent piece of twig right below. Place a small box just like this, and now push yourself against it, crouch, and look to the right. Get ready to place a triangle, and now take your hand completely off the mouse. Click mouse 1 to place in the foundation, still crouch to move down the ramp with D, and now use your A and D keys to move back and forth to find this locked position in between the 2 foundations. Place walls on both triangles to see if there's any gap between the 2. If there's any gap in the walls, demolish it and try again from the ramp. This is what the wall should look like on a perfect floor stack. If everything looks good, demolish all the twig but those 2 foundations, and now we can build the starter base. Now if you guys didn't already notice, I made this video super short. It's only about 12 minutes long, because I didn't want to waste time showing you things you already know, but let me know what you think of this editing style in the comments below. Anyways, back to the starter, and let's get some more interesting music.
Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I've never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, or I might bang it. Don't like hanging, unless you family, please don't claim it. Like what you claiming, what you saying, what you bout and what you need. I'm at the house, ain't at the club, I'm really chilling with my seed. I love my poppy, put me on, I'm really chilling with OGs. Don't test my gangster, think I'm, man, we gon' Tryna be in for a while in a good time, but we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine. Tryna be in for a while in a good time, but we ain't stressed out, just good wine.
I want to mention you guys can already seal off your bunker once you finish the starter like this, if need be. Feel free to customize the deployables in the core to make it your own, or copy what I've done.
So I keep sipping on this cup, don't crave attention, just to mention I be chilling in the hood. Glass got empty, now I'm searching through my wallet for a $1 bill. And some change in my pocket, oh no. Hit my girl, can you spot me? I just need a little loan. Out the house and I'm just vibing on the low. She said she on the way, but she gon' ride it. Tryna be here for a while in a good time.
Make sure when you're sealing off these triangles, you place the roof pieces on the lower level of the floor stack.
Tryna be here for a while in a good time, when we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine.
Make sure this divider wall in between your honeycomb here is upgraded to metal before you seal it off. This will prevent splash between our bunkers later on. this point, I'm assuming you have garage doors researched, so you'll see me using them for the rest of the video. And when you have the extra resources, start upgrading your core to either metal or armor. Unfortunately, this next part's going to be a little tedious, but get about 1,000 wood, pause the video if you need to, and place in the following foundations. This is allowing us to move the lower floor stack across the base so we can build in the other bunker.
Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bag, in the bed frame, same one for the break hang, mindset on the next move, no time for the head game, cook bag in the backpack, nap time in the nightsack, smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bag, in the bed frame, same one for the break hang, mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be flyed in the parakeet. Apparently these don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, see paid at the door and I slid in no ID. You ain't cold like me. Oh, you see the name in neon, prime time like Dion. Ain't peas, they peons. Hit her in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type we on. They be on. Gotta lead me like eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm real big fur, chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week. Probably off for a week. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like Freaknik. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it, eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants. Ducked off by the lake and mountains, might make it count. Back in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag, in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clip back in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clip full of the bag.
Instead of placing in this frame right away, let's place a half wall down, followed by a floor tile, and then we're going to add in these half walls in the drop downs.
I'm a vibe on the trip on the journey. I'm a dog with the game and the gurney. Yo, really came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than a tourney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Got a now, give a who got next. 8 good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin gang got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play two.
If you're having issues placing in these walls, just look a little further down and they should show up as blue.
I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace.
These last two open triangles on the edges of the base are going to be for the auto turrets.
Get rich, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. These like ancient art, and I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, down division. Papa might for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique in dimensions. Peep the position. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clip full of the bag, in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Cook bag in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clip full of the bag.
Now if we were to leave the roof like this, you could see any raider could simply splash the wall and the roof at the same time, which we don't want. So we're going to add in these low walls, which can be replaced for half walls or windows if you have the resources, and then hide the gap with a few floor tiles just like this. This hides the fact that your base is floor stacked very nicely, and it may even convince a raider to try to top down. Now let's do the final upgrades to the first and second floor. For this next part, we're going to remove all the upstairs garage doors so we can properly floor stack the roof.
I want. Look.
Be very careful when placing the doors around the bunker like this, because even though the roller is sticking through, if we open the garage door without a code lock on, it'll unfortunately get stuck in the floor stack. The only way to access the garage door when it's open is by the code lock, so make sure you have that on there, and just remember you will not be able to pick up the garage door once it's been placed down. And since the raid cost isn't affected over here, we don't need a floor stack, so instead we can just use a frame like this, and this will still allow us to open the garage doors with the roller. And as I mentioned before, the last few doors that I'm placing down in the base will all get stuck if opened without a code lock, so be cautious. Finally, we can place down all the upstairs deployables. Feel free to customize this bunker however you'd like as well. I personally like to add a 7th large box. Finally, let's floor stack both the bunkers just like this. And of course, upgrade the floor tile above where your bunker twig will go. We'll do the same in the TC bunker as well. As I mentioned in the intro, I'll have a tutorial for this auto turret setup in the description. And with all that said, this base is now complete. I hope you all have a good wipe with it. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all next time.